Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Dave DeCap. I am the Senior Vice President of Marketing for Farmers Mutual Hail Insurance Company and also a GIA board member. At FMH, we're super proud to be a founding investor in the GIA, and as we enter our 10th year, really excited to see where we can continue to push this program to where it can go. However, I'm just as excited to announce our next company, ReFocus AI. I was lucky enough to serve as a mentor this year during the program, and I got to tell you, I continue to be amazed and astounded by how much the momentum can continue to accelerate during this short window, and Colby and team have definitely done that. So, actually, I'll just stop there and let's introduce him now. Would you please stand and help me welcome Colby Tunick, CEO of ReFocus AI.
Wow. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much, Dave. Farmer Mutual Hail, one of our fantastic mentors from the Global Insurance Accelerator. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. All right. My name is Colby Tunick. It's my privilege to be one of two co-founders at ReFocus AI, our retention analytics platform. At ReFocus, we believe in great relationships. Everyone here in this room knows who your great relationships are with. Family, friends, colleagues. For Gen Z, it's TikTok. I believe that when you choose as an individual to purchase a product or a service from an insurance company, what you're actually looking for is to belong. That's why at ReFocus AI, our mission is to help you create deeper and more meaningful connections between yourself and your policyholders. AI is complex. I actually asked ChatGPT that, and it told me. In the last 3 years, there have been plenty of examples of artificial intelligence not living up to its stated promise. So what makes our company, ReFocus AI, any different? To set expectations, these next 6 minutes are not going to be a tech deep dive. My co-founder and I have done the same exact work with retention and customer analytics in our past life in other industries. At companies you may know like Walmart, Xfinity, Nielsen, and other members of the Fortune 50. We've also proven that this technology actually works here in insurance because we're currently in use at both insurance brokers and carriers, where we have helped save tens of millions of dollars in the last 2 years in insurance premium that would have otherwise left. As an industry, we've always gravitated towards numbers like premium increase to predict retention. Carriers have said for years that if you raise rates at any one time over 10%, policyholders who otherwise wouldn't would start shopping. But in this economic environment where everyone is taking massive rates simultaneously, that logic isn't as valuable now as it once was. Our work with partners has revealed that premium increase is not a statistically accurate indication of which of your policyholders are most likely to leave. We've looked at over 10 million policyholders going back a decade to show this. Instead, we're finding that information that you already have, like the number of individuals in a household under the age of 21, to be far more predictive. So if we know that our current method as an industry of predicting retention isn't holding water, where does that leave us? To understand our path forward, I'd like to introduce you to John. John is one of our customers and is the chief underwriting officer at a super regional carrier in the American Northwest with $750 million in annual premiums. 60% of John's book consists of policyholders with less than $20,000 in total written premium across all of their policies. These policies have a high acquisition cost to premium ratio and a low lifetime value. John's company has found it challenging to service these policies profitably, leading to high churn. But as these policies make up the majority of their book, 60% or more, not servicing them led John's company to lose $60 million a year in premature retention. When John reached out to us, they had an 88% retention rate. Out of the 12% of customers who were leaving annually, 90% of this was coming from these lower value policies. And like many here, John's company couldn't afford to spend billions on ads like a tier 1 carrier to make up the difference between their growth goals and replacing lost customers. Knowing something needed to change, John reached out to us seeking sustainable growth. So how did John make servicing this portion of their book profitable? The answer? Predictive retention analytics. It's what enables companies we work with, like John's, to spend far less on ads and still compete with tier 1 carriers while hitting their growth goals. For the first time, it's generally available. 5 years ago, if you wanted a predictive retention solution, you would have to build it in-house. John tried, but they couldn't continue to spend millions of dollars on expensive data scientists that were already at capacity to have the project stretch for years without realizing any tangible value. But now you can purchase this technology without the upfront and ongoing staffing costs with the pay-as-you-go, usage-based pricing model with no setup fees. And when targeted at the portion of your book that's not profitable to service today, retention analytics is a game changer. For John, this meant going from an 88% retention rate to a 90% retention rate in 11 months, capturing an additional $15 million in policyholder premium that would have walked right out the door. On the flip side, John was also able to identify their preferred customers and target these individuals with initiatives to build brand loyalty. Because in insurance, competing on price or marketing spend is not sustainable. The only way to stop is to help your policyholders understand why what they get through you is better, different, and unique. That's the opportunity that predictive retention analytics provide. The best predictive retention analytics use your data because you can't use nationwide data to predict what a Geico customer will do. Within your data set, risk exposure and change to risk exposure over time are the best indications of churn. Essentially, we look at the same data points an underwriter does when they price the policy, but to predict retention. And we do it more accurately than Net Promoter Score, customer satisfaction survey, or premium change. With retention analytics, you get a statistically accurate indication of who's most likely to leave, as well as a reason why. So rather than fight your competition head on, carve out a niche that allows you to be more nimble and move faster. And for John, that was 3 things. Using retention analytics to predict which of your policyholders are most likely to leave and why. Using your data to generate these custom actionable insights and improving your lifetime value while simultaneously maximizing your marketing spend. Retention is complex, so let's tackle it together. We've done it before and we're doing it right now. We have 3 more spots open this year for pilots. As we just opened our office here in Des Moines, we would love to have those companies be here in the Midwest so we can continue contributing back to this community, which has already given us so much. Thank you all for your time, and I look forward to speaking with you after.